This is a special presentation. Welcome to the Inside Track, presented by Red Shores. Here is your host, Kurt Hughes.
Well, welcome to another edition of the Inside Track. This week we are celebrating grooms with National Groom Appreciation Day, and this will take place tonight, Saturday, and Sunday. And tonight I have groom Abby Clow with me. Welcome to the show, Abby.
Thank you.
Tell us about your family connection to harness racing.
I'm the fifth generation of harness racing in my family. It was brought to me through my mother on the Polton side, so there's not really a way that they could keep me out of it.
I know that very well firsthand. How did you get involved in harness racing?
Well, as a kid, I remember jogging with you here at the racetrack.
Yeah.
My mom always had horses with my uncle, and she'd come look after the Dominator with him and stuff, and I'd always be here with her watching with my Aunt Sandra up here, so I just started wandering one day and looked after a horse for Ronnie Gass, and then pretty much evolved from there.
Okay, cool. Tell us about your role as a groom, and what does your typical night look like before and after a race?
As a groom, there's a lot of responsibilities. Whenever the draw comes out, you basically know what horses are racing and when. So you make sure that all their gear is where it's supposed to be and cleaned and stuff. And you come to the racetrack, you get them ready and stuff. They warm up, go to the paddock, race. They come off and they get bathed, and you make sure everything's where it's supposed to be and go home.
Yeah, the grooms are like the MVPs, I think, of a stable. They do most of the work. Can you tell us about some of your favorite races as a groom?
Last year was a pretty good year for me. I looked after Magical Mistress. She was the undefeated 2-year-old filly, so it was a pretty exciting year for me.
That must have been quite a thrill.
It was.
12 for 12, I think she went last year. Quite something. Who are some of your favorite horses?
I love them all. I can't really pick favorites. The ones that have meant the really most to me are Who's Your Winner, one of my mom's horses. IDK also, he had a big impact on my family. Caliban Hanover, the Dominator, and one I look after now is Hemingway. He's a pretty good favorite of mine too.
He's been a pretty good horse since your ownership group bought him there last year.
Yeah.
He's been racing really well. So what are your future plans?
I'm going to university this year to be a psychologist, and I'm going to hope that I can open my own thing, and then I can still race horses on the side.
Awesome. That's the thing to do. And hopefully you'll have a horse in the future of your own.
Yeah.
So you picked a race tonight back in 2017 with the Dominator. And why did you select that race?
Well, like I said, my uncle had him whenever my mom used to look after him. So I loved him then, and I love him now. He was 14 years old, and it was his last year racing, and it was on my birthday that he won, and he was the longest shot on the board, and it was just a surprise. I was watching with my Uncle Daryl at the fence, and it was just the happiest moment of my life, really.
Yeah, it was pretty special. So here is the Dominator, and Corey McPherson winning as a 14-year-old in 2017.
Here they come. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Bold Arrow at the rail. The Dominator is second. Third into the turn. That's with Max away fourth. Bo Sealster. Red Magician's unhurried today. He's fifth. And the trailer is Blue Star Outlaw, Bold Arrow, and Dale Spence fronting them as they go to the backstretch. The opening quarter comes next. Second at the rail, the Dominator, well back in third. That's Fly with Max. Fourth towards the inside, Bo Sealster. Red Magician is fifth down the trailer. Blue Star Outlaw is sixth. Bold Arrow led them over to the opening quarter mile, 28 and 4. Second at the rail, the Dominator, and curling up third towards the rail. Let's Fly with Max. Sealster is still fourth, no movement. Fifth is Red Magician, and the trailer is Blue Star Outlaw. They arrive at the opening half mile next. Bold Arrow is halfway home. The Dominator is second. Here comes Bo Sealster now. Starting up third on the outside. Fly with Max on the rail. He's fourth into the turn. Red Magician yet to make the move. Fifth down the trailer. Blue Star Outlaw 59 and 3. A rolling opening half mile. Bold Arrow swinging to the backstretch. Three quarters coming next. The Dominator going to the outside second. Third side is Bo Sealster. Fly with Max at the rail fourth. Then it's Red Magician and Blue Star Outlaw. They go by three quarters. The Dominator on the outside with a head in front. Three quarters in 1. 29 and 4. The Dominator takes over. Bold Arrow second. Fly with Max third. Bo Sealster fourth. They're in deep. Stretch now. And the Dominator coming to the wire. And the 14-year-old wins one today for McPherson. The Dominator. Second with Bold Arrow. Fly with Max third. 2 minutes. 1/5.
This has been a special presentation. The Inside Track was presented by Red Shores.